Hi, my name is Kristen with Yoga Day, and I have Clementine again with me, and this is our second video for Girls Inc. This one is actually going to show you how to do elephant trunk pose, which is a fun pose because it's an arm balance. That's where your hands become your arms. But also there's very little risk when you fall. Some of the poses, if you fall on your face or it doesn't feel good. This one you just fall on your bottom so it doesn't hurt at all. But we're going to do some warm-ups before that because it's always a good thing to do warm-ups and it makes us feel good. So sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. Good. And just do a few shoulder rolls backward. And I don't need these. And then forward. And then interlace your fingers behind your head and gently pull your chin into your chest and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And open your hands out wide, stretch your arms, look up and take a big breath, and then exhale, wrap your arms around you, give yourself a hug, tuck your chin into your chest and feel the stretch in your back. And then open your hands up again, reach back behind you and make a fist with your hands. Pull your hands back and open up your chest. This is a really good one to do at your desk. And then as you exhale, look over your left shoulder and pull your arms to the right. And then inhale, come up back to center. And exhale, look over your right shoulder. And release. Now we're going to work on our hips because elephant trunk pose, the hardest thing about this one is just the hip opening aspect of it. So we're going to do a few things for that. This one's called rock the baby. So you're going to take your right foot. Now, if you're oh, my feet are dirty. If you're feeling very flexible, if you're not very flexible, you can hold your foot in your hand and your knee in your hand like this. If that feels good, then you can take your foot and put it in the crook of your elbow, put your knee in the crook of your elbow, and this is rocking the baby. You're rocking your baby right here. Sit up nice and tall, good, and you should feel this, at least I do, in my outer hip right here. You're getting a good stretch.
I don't really feel it like this.
Yeah, if you're rounded over, she's right. If you're rounded and hunched over, you're really not getting a good stretch. It's also really not good for your back. You want to sit up nice and tall, and then you'll increase that stretch. All right, now I call this one rowing the boat. So we're going to row our boat. So now this is your oar. You're going to take your hand and grab a hold of your foot like this. Here again, sit up nice and tall. We're going to do 10 big circles, as big as you can make them, forward. So, and we'll count to 10 as we do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now take your hands and your foot and pull your knee back. And then see if you can use your foot as a telephone.
Yes, I would really like to do that too.
All right, place your foot back down. Now we got to do the other side. So switch sides. First we rock the baby. You can rock the baby with your hands or with your elbows. Remember, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. Breathe. Taller, Clementine. There we go. And then we'll do row the boats. Grab your oar and count to 10 as we do 2 big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull your knee back. Make it a telephone.
Hello, how are you?
And you might feel that one side is tighter than the other. Absolutely normal for one side to be tighter than the other. All right, place your foot back down. And now we're just going to do a little quick forward fold to work on the back of our legs for our hamstrings because you do have to stretch your legs out in front of you. So stretch your legs out in front of you. Inhale, stretch your arms up over your head. And then exhale, try to fold over your legs as much as you can. And if you flex your toes back toward your face, it makes more of a stretch. Every time you take a big breath in, lift your chest. Every time. Yes, and it's totally normal at this age for you not to be able to touch your toes. But that's why you try to do it every single day because eventually you will, right? All right, we're ready for elephant trunk pose. Elephant trunk pose, start by sitting crisscross. The first thing we're going to do is just like we did the last time. We're going to start with the right leg. You're going to take your right leg and you take your right arm. You're going to thread your right arm inside your leg, wrap it around, and see if you can hook your arm with your leg. As long as you are above your elbow, you'll be able to do this. You don't have to have it way up here.
You don't have to have it over your head.
You don't have to have it over your head. Just make sure it's above your elbow. And then to keep it from sliding, you have to squeeze your leg with squeeze your arm with your leg. This is the ear of our elephant. Now we're going to make the trunk of our elephant by extending our bottom leg. That's why we did that stretch before. That's the trunk of your elephant. Now, Here's the clincher. We just went through this. I'm a yoga teacher, so I have yoga blocks. Elephant trunk pose is a lot easier if you have some support. If you don't have yoga blocks at home, you can make do with whatever you have. Clementine is using a dictionary, right? She has dictionaries on either side. You could use bricks on either side if you have some bricks lying around.
Maybe a few pillows?
Maybe pillows, but they'd have to be the hard pillows, right? Just to give yourself, they're just to make our arms a little bit longer. All right, so thread your arm around, squeeze, make your elephant ear. You got your elephant trunk. I like to point my toes in this. Then put your hands on your books. You can even have a stack of books if you don't have thick books. And pull the belly in and lift up. And come back down. And I call this instant cramp because that leg cramps up really bad when we do that. All right, let's switch sides. So starting in a crisscross position, now our blocks are in place. Our hips are nice and warm. Take your left leg, left arm, thread it inside, squeeze your leg with your arm. Remember, as long as it's above your elbow, you're good. If you're uber flexible people at home and you want to go higher onto your shoulder, be my guest. I don't like to do that. Now, make the trunk of your elephant. Point your toes. Put your hands on the blocks. Ready? Pull the belly in and lift up. I'm much better on this side than I am on the other.
Worse on this side.
You're worse. Ah! And come back down. Now shake your legs out. Roll your shoulders out. Crisscross applesauce. That is elephant trunk pose. And like I always tell everyone that we do classes with, if you can't do this right away, especially kids, you are flexi beans. All you have to do is practice it every day, and before you know it, you'll be able to get it no problem. So
I get the cramp here.
I get a cramp in my stomach sometimes too, because you have to use core strength to lift yourself up. So thank you for that. That's absolutely true. All right, we're going to finish off with a breathing exercise, balloon breath. So let's not do balloon breath. We're going to do take 5 breath. Take 5 breath is something that you can do at any time, anywhere. My kids sometimes will tell me to do the take 5 breath if I've lost my temper, which can happen. All you do is super simple. It's just like it says. You can say, hey, take 5, hold your hand out. We're going to breathe in as we count to 5, and we're going to breathe out as we count to 5. Feel free to close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And open your eyes. Roll your shoulders back. Hands together in the center of your chest. And namaste, as most of you probably know, because it's a really popular word now. Namaste, how I like to explain it, it's almost like a deal that we're making with each other. When I say namaste to you, I'm saying, hey, when I look at you, I'm only going to look for your good stuff, and I'm not going to look for any of your bad stuff. And when you say that back to me, you're making the same promise. And how much better of a world would it be if we all went around only looking for people's good stuff? So, hands, palms together. Together we say, namaste.
Namaste.